After I posted my video last week about Bill Maher adulting Stan Lee, comic book and superhero fans, a friend asked if I was worried that Bill Maher or HBO would copy strike my video. I told him I was not. My video was fair use under the copyright law because I took 5 short clips from Bill Maher's video to provide contents and added my own commentary. If Bill Maher did not want the renewed attention, he should not have doubled down on a controversial blog post that he wrote just days after Stan Lee's death and released his video just days before Stan Lee's tribute in Hollywood. Why do I bring this up now? Fox Media, the parent company of The Verge, brought renewed attention to the terrible PC build guide video from 5 months ago by copy striking 2 popular reaction videos from Bitwit and Review Tech USA. Although YouTube removed the copy strike from the videos, The Verge's justification for adulting the tech community was much worse than copy striking the videos in the first place. My name is CD Reimer and welcome to my channel. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and click on the notification bell to see more videos like this. The Verge posted a sponsored video by Capital One on how to build a $2,000 gaming PC in September 2018. That build video contained so many errors and blunders that most experienced PC builders thought or hoped that it were a parody video on how not to build a PC. As a serious video making serious mistakes that could damage a $2,000 PC, the build video was a serious problem for the tech community. Numerous reaction videos criticized or parodied the build video for 2 weeks straight. The Verge initially turned off the comments and hit the like, dislike buttons on the video. Later took down the video and corrected the published article, and then complained about a racist harassment campaign. Paul at Paul's Hardware, in his video, goes into much greater detail about what happened then and the copy strikes earlier this week. Except for the running joke about plastic zip ties being tweezers, the build video was long forgotten by the tech community. The most popular reaction video to the Verge Build Guide's video was by Kyle at Bitwit playing his alter ego, Lyle, who knows everything and nothing about building PCs. Lyle reminded me of a roommate from 15 years ago who bought all the parts to build a Pentium 4 PC, had a popular build guide from a gaming magazine to follow, and did not want my help in building his PC. Never mind that I had 10 years of experience of building and rebuilding hundreds of PCs at that time in my technical career. My roommate built his PC, turned it on, and nothing happened. Since he lacked the experience to troubleshoot his newly built system and the humility to ask for help, he started dismantling his PC to return the parts to Fry's Electronics. I could sympathize with his situation because that happened to my first PC build with a 486 processor, except that I had no build guide to follow and no one to ask for help. He did ask me if the processor was supposed to be sticking to the bottom of the heatsink. I saw that the processor was indeed sticking to the thermal paste on the bottom of the heatsink. I told him that he had skipped a step in the build guide for properly seating and locking down the processor in the socket. After he fixed the problem, his PC booted up just fine. Not surprisingly, he bragged about how he built that PC all by himself, and he was an expert PC builder. The Verge eventually put out a statement regarding the copy strikes earlier this week. Boogie2988 has an excellent video tearing that statement apart, paragraph by paragraph. The Verge statement did not take responsibility for putting out a bad build video, hiding behind accusations of racism, and abusing YouTube's horrendously broken copyright system. Like Bill Maher, who doubled down on Stan Lee, The Verge doubled down by hashtag adulting the tech community. The Verge is the adult, and the tech community is the child. This entire situation could have been avoided if the child had talked to the adult first, and not shouted from the virtual rooftops that the adult was a clueless idiot. As Boogie2988 pointed out in his video, the fair use provision of copyright law does not require someone to get the copyright holder's permission to create content. Rich at Review Tech USA pointed out in his video from this morning that the 2 copy strikes were probably trial balloons to see if the removers would stick before going after all the other reaction videos. The Verge and Fox Media has yet another PR disaster of their own making. This was not the topic I wanted to discuss this week. I just got the reports to replace my motherboard, processor, and memory in my editing and video game PC, and was looking at various AMD Ryzen build guides on YouTube when the copy strikes came down. Since I did not power on the Verge 5 months ago, I decided to throw in my 2 bits this time around. I will be putting out a video about my new PC parts in the near future, so make sure you are subscribed and have the notification bell turned on. Links to everything that I mentioned in this video can be found in the description below. Thank you for watching.